Good morning, classmates and teacher. We are Elizabeth Laguna and Marta Rosso. We are going to talk about one of the best way to protect the forest. We hope that you can enjoy this presentation and you can have other alternative to save the natural resources.
Thanks, Marty. I want to begin by telling you the problem that motivates this project. Worldwide consumption of paper has risen by 400% in the past 4 years, with 35% of harvested trees they use for people manufacture. Plantation forests, from where the majority of wood is a monoculture, and this raises concern over the ecological effects. Nowadays, you need between 6 to 9 trees to make paper. Now, in Colombia, the journal El País in an article says that Colombia lost 48,000 forest hectares per year with the trafficked wood. The magazine Money writes that it's necessary to use 10 liters of water to produce one paper. With these figures, you can see the importance to innovate other way to generate paper as a raw material for many products that the commerce and industry needs.
Well, our objective is to enhance the way to create paper in order to avoid the wood as a raw material for this process. About the options and benefits, we want to choose the Mexico's idea because Mexico has a firm called Biopapel. Biopapel has a 100% recyclable and biodegradable products. The company collects and recycles papers and cardboards to reproduce them in different ways. For example, paper for packaging, printing and writing, corrugated cardboard packaging, and paper bags. Moreover, the company has a special technology to recycle the water. Biopapel produce its own energy. In Colombia, there are corporations with a special idea. They produce paper from sugar cane fiber. This idea is successful and innovate in the world. But we selected the Mexico's idea as our project. Well, now Ellie are going to talk about the costs and the way to evaluate and the timeline about the.
By Biopapel in Mexico, UA reduced production costs by 40%, less than with paper based on trees. According to our market research, produce paper without cutting down trees, and for a small production plant, you need to invest approximately $34,000. That includes production costs, transportation, and administrative costs. Besides being more economical, it has more benefits than traditional paper. Timeline. In the initial market study, we spent 2 weeks, but for a larger market study, we need approximately 1 month, where we could make business visits to potential customer, competitors, and potential suppliers. and additional weeks to process the data. Also, in this initial market research, we consulted in direct sources such as studies and scientific articles and business papers. And we also consulted direct sources by conducting interviews that we will see later before we show a video of Biopapel in Mexico that the present my partner Marta.
We are going to present a video about Biopapel. The idea is to show you this company and you can see its infrastructure technology.
This is our survey. We have designed our survey several steps. First, we determine what were the objects, the information, or we wanted to get. The objects were determined one, knowledge and market segmentation, two, opinions, trends, and competitions, and three, assessment of price. Then we do indicator questions such as sex, age, and profession. Also necessary is in the transformation forms, one topic to another in the questionnaire, and should be reading in it. Avoid many open questions and codifying the questionnaire. Other ways the surveys were conducted using the tool Google Chrome Forms.
Well, 21 people were interviewed. They are between 20 to 50 years. They live in Bogota and they have upper and middle income. The objective first, knowledge and market segmentation. Second, opinions, trends and competition. And third, assessment of prices.
Well, after the guiding questions, the first question is if considers that the adoption of measures regarding the protection of the environment must be. The 81% of those interviewed are concerned about the environment. They think that we have to adopt immediate measures to protect it. In the same way, 14.3% express that must be done in a short time and only one person thinks it should be in a long time. For this concern, our product is a good alternative because the base product is the environment care. Questions 2. Have you made something to help the environment? The 100% of people interviewed have done things to help the environment. Not only care about the environment, if not that performed actions such as recycling, waste management, among others. They are environment conscious customers and potential buyers of the products. Question 3. What are your motivation to protect the environment? Most of those interview says their biggest motivation to care for the environment is the future generation. We think that's a strong motivation for that customer want to buy and use environmentally responsible products like ours. Other mentions that is was important water care and global warming.
Question number 4. When you buy paper, your decision depends on the results can show you that the people when decide to buy something, they think in the cost first, and second in the care environment. Question number 5. How often do you print white grass up with paper? The 38.1% used to print paper every day. This tendency shows us the importance to create a special product which cares the planet and satisfies the customer's needs. Question number 6. Do you think the solution is to stop making books in order to avoid cutting down trees? The 85.7% think the solution is not to stop making books to avoid cutting down trees. The result shows us the importance to use other alternatives to produce books by other raw material as a good ecological paper that can protect the forest.
Question 7. Do you know that in Colombian paper can be made without cutting down trees? This is a guiding question and seek to interest and introduce people to our project. The 57.1% of our interview believe in other ways to produce paper without to put in danger the natural resources. And question 9. Do you buy recycled paper undone without cutting down trees? The 76.2% have used recycled paper or have used a paper with a raw material different to a tree. This type of product is not unknown for them.
Question number 10. What place would you like to buy this product? The preference to buy the product in 61.9% are the nearby stationers and 19% in malls. It is very curious that internet was not in the first place for the interviewers. Question 11. Would be willing to pay for recycling or environmentally sustainable paper? The 73.7% interviewed are willing to pay for recycling and ecological paper, the same as a plain paper ring. The people give the importance for this kind of products. We can say that people have awareness for caring the environment. And finally, question 12. At the time of purchase, what importance would you give to each of these aspects? On a scale of 1 to 6, where 6 is very important and 1 is nothing important. Okay, the people show a real interest in order to: first, quality; second, accessibility; third, functionality; fourth, design; and fifth, outlets; and finally, the price. We can conclude if our product gives them excellent quality, good service that they can buy in easy places. The price will not be so important. Thank you very much for listening us.